Okay. Hi, Stella. Hey, how are you, sweetheart? I'm gonna give you guys some minutes to come in. I need you guys to give me a couple of minutes because I gotta set up my my computer so I can see the comments. My computer wants to go on. Hi, guys. Oh, guys, it's Friday. Friday. I'm so glad the weekend is here. I had such a long week. Hi, Cicely. Hi, Ty. How are you? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'm trying to get my computer. Allie, how are you, sweetheart? Oh, guys, yesterday I was live on TikTok, and it was amazing, guys. It really was amazing. If you guys don't have a TikTok yet, please download it and catch me on there too. I'm there on Thursdays. So I go there on Thursdays and I do the lives there. And I come here on Fridays to be with you guys. But I usually tell them to come here. And of course, you guys go there because, you get double the fun, because we do always have fun. All right, I have to wait for this to. I don't know what's going on with my computer, guys. I usually use my computer to see the comments because it's much easier, so I don't have to strain looking ahead trying to see everyone's comments. There we go. It's off and all right, so guys, how has your week been going so far? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Okay. All right, so I'm going to let that load up. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes and we'll get right into it. Allie, I tell you, you know what? It's always going to be an issue when it boils down to religion, and and it's you're always going to have people like that. Whether it deals with religion or not, it's always going to be people. There's always going to be people who are going to really try their hardest to to deter you, deter your faith, deter your beliefs. Don't let them, don't let them do anything that God would not do to you and for you. Okay? So just bear that in mind. People who believe in something, and this goes for anybody. If you believe in something, if you believe in God, or you have, your own belief in whatever your higher calling is, or whatever your whatever your belief system is, don't let anyone deter you from what it is that's helping you get through your days, get through your nights, get through your emotions. Okay? Don't let anyone take it away from you. And if God doesn't have to, that's the thing about when it boils down to religion. And, if God does not have to force you to do something, or he does not have to manipulate your free will for you to do something, then what gives people the right to do that? So don't think too much of it, honey. Just continue doing what you're doing, continue walking in your faith, and continue just following the word, and he's the only one who has your back. Yeah, I mean, people, spiritual narcissists, spiritual manipulators, people who are within the church who try to bully other people or manipulate or use other people, exploit them, what have you. These are clearly people who walk with very bad spirits. And the problem when it boils down to not spirituality, but when it boils down to people who believe, who are Christians, who believe in God, who believe in Jesus, they, you know, they're easy targets, especially the people who are really trying to do right by God and have their relationship with God. They're easy targets. Okay. And the problem with a lot of people, external people, that they don't understand is that just because people go to church, just because people claim to believe in God, just because they claim to know the word, for some reason, other people think that it's impossible. It's impossible for someone to actually, let me explain something to you. Okay. If Satan managed to convince 1/3 of his angels to come down and commit all these heinous acts for power, greed, lust, and to destroy people, because he promised them they would have full control, they would have, they would be bigger than God. People are capable of completely falling and completely failing. Okay. And it's a lot easier for us, being human beings, it's a lot easier for us to fall and to fail, to fall for certain things, to sin, what have you. So don't always test the spirits, and always just refer to God if you need guidance. Don't let anybody else take you away from what it is to be, to be your true calling, to be your true relationship. Okay. I listen, guys, in talking about narcissists, spiritual narcissists, or I think my bottom eyelashes, I'm sorry, are kind of glued to the bottom of my eyelids. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That was so off topic. Narcissists have just so many different ways of manipulating everything. They manipulate your environment, they manipulate your finances, they manipulate your emotions, they manipulate your children, they'll manipulate your friends, people around you, they'll manipulate coworkers. You're gonna find these kinds of people everywhere you go. There is no avoiding them. There is no cutting corners. So the best thing to do in situations where, if you're dealing with matters with a narcissist, you basically have to learn how to maneuver through them. Okay. I'm not saying you have to, you don't have to. Well, let me point some things out here. Number one, forgiveness is one thing. Letting them back in your life or allowing them to be in your life is another thing. Okay. If someone slights you, if someone betrays you, if someone hurts you, if they manage to, let's face facts on some things, guys. These people manage to do the utmost, horrible things, say mean and hurtful things to you, deny you of your human rights, and, manage to really just flip everything around, where you are deemed the abuser, you're deemed the controlling one, you're deemed the problem. They've managed to do all of these things. At the end of the day, I strongly and always will advise people not to take revenge. Do not take revenge. Let God avenge. Okay? Do not take revenge. Let God avenge. Take it as a lesson learned, and it's a lot easier said than done, but take it as a lesson learned and say to yourself, you know what? I'm just deserving of so much more than what you projected onto me, that I was just having this conversation with Amanda literally before we came live. And
is your
you
on? Is your internet on? Okay.
Yeah. Why?
So it says it's laggy.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think maybe because I got the text messages. Sorry about that, guys. If it's lagging, it's probably because my text, I got a text message. I got to remember to put my phone on do not disturb. I don't know. I don't want to how's it looking now?
It's still live.
Still? Hold on one second, guys. Let me see. I don't want to mess it up or anything. Camera. The hell did I just do? I don't know what I'm doing here. Still?
We're a second behind, but okay.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I think because I received a text message, so it might have cut in. It might have cut into the. You know what? Give me one more second. Give me one more second. Oh no, it is on fire. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it's and I cleared out my phone. Like I really added, more storage so it wouldn't give me any problems, any headaches. All right. All right, I see what it is. I'm looking at it now. I see what it is. It's wow, it's really lagging. Let me know, guys. Let me know if it looks normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm looking at myself. I just have to say this. I am looking at myself, right? On YouTube. I'm looking at myself literally on my computer. This camera does not do me justice, bro. Like seriously. Just seriously. I'm not like, conceited or anything like that. And I'm not, me, I'm not superficial.
Up to that 13
but I'm going to invest in a really good camera. I'm gonna invest in a really good camera. Because this is like, but anyway, guys, as I was saying,
get back on the subject.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
Whenever she visits me, guys, I always go off track.
Don't blame this.
I always go off track when she visits me because I'm like getting into it and stuff, and then boom, something always happens. But give me one sec. It keeps it does it is it still freezing, guys? Let me know, please.
You want to sign out and go back in real quick?
I would end up losing it, no?
But we're still here. You're just gonna go back in and out.
How am I gonna do that? I don't know how to do that.
Just X out.
X out where? I'm not having this conversation with you right now on live. Like we're supposed to be talking here. Yeah, that's not good at all.
How do you leave the room?
I don't know.
How do you leave?
Oh boy.
All right, it's one delay.
There we go. Better? Let me know if it's better.
Thank you. Go.
Okay. We're good?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, guys. So, as I was saying before I was, going through all of this, I was going to say falafel. I don't even know why I was going to say that, but as I was saying, guys. All right, Cicely, thank you. But yeah, it's they go through. I'm gonna have to probably
just go. Keep going. Stop.
We're gonna timestamp it. So
just keep going. ADD. Just keep going.
I know. Yeah, I have a bad case of ADD, man. But anyway, like I was saying, they do all of these things. They're very selfish in their ways. They're constantly, most people say they're constantly on the hunt. I mean, yeah, considering the fact that they have to present themselves to be something that they're really not, to gain some type of either status, to gain money out of you, to gain, just to have control over you, or it's just basically all for personal gain. At the end of the day, the bottom line is these people, they do exist. They exist. You're not going to be able to avoid them. You're not going to be able to not be around them. Coexist. Sometimes you have to coexist with them, but it does not necessarily mean that they have to be in your life. They don't have to be in your life. They don't, even if they're family, guys, they don't have to be in your life. You know, you can love people from a distance. I do that with a lot of people all the time. Love them from a distance because sometimes it's necessary. It's just necessary to do it that way. Sometimes you just got to say to yourself, you know something? I love you, but my peace means way more to me and I can't deal with this. So you're just going to have to go all the way over there. I'll stay over here and, you know, we'll just keep it that way. We'll keep that space. I just recently, you know, posted up on TikTok. I have posted up a post that a lot of people do relate to, you know, when it boils down to the discard. And the discard, I noticed, is probably when it boils down to the discard, that's probably one of the most commonly viewed videos, the most commonly asked questions. And one of the things that, you know, because everybody's discard was different, everybody's, you know, the reaction from the narcissist, or the actions, I should say actions from the narcissist, were very brutal, very hurtful, very shaming, you know, very disgusting, very disrespectful. And I've come to the conclusion when it boils down to that, especially, you know, when it comes to the type of breakup where you really didn't, you know, you didn't do anything to warrant. First of all, you didn't do anything to warrant abuse. Nobody does anything to warrant abuse. Okay. Abuse is an action made by choice. Okay. It is an action made by choice, whether it be verbally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually, you know, spiritually. It's an action that was made by choice. When they chose to do whatever it was that they did during your discard, when they chose to be however way they were during your relationship, all of that was by choice. They were very conscious of what they were doing. And for a lot of people who are dealing with the discard, a lot of new people who are dealing with the discard, understand that this is their MO. This is what they do. They push people away for a number of reasons, but the common reasons they would push you away and they would hurt you brutally is either because, and I was explaining this in last night's live on TikTok, it's either because they got bored with you, that they could no longer take from you, they could no longer, you know, no longer project, no longer basically, no longer beat you down. It just became boring for them. It became stale. It became, you know, it's just, there's no more they can take. Or they think you're going to discard them first and they're basically going to attack you before you attack them. They're very deluded people. They are very, very delusional. They implement thoughts, and because it's their paranoia. Okay. Narcissistic people are very paranoid. Narcissists, very paranoid people. They think everybody's out to get them. This is why they play the victim so well. This is why they are, you know, always sought as being the one who can never catch a break. They can never catch a break. They always got to come across someone who's toxic, or always come across someone who's trying to hurt them, or who's abusing them, or lying to them, whatever the case. Meantime, this was all being projected onto you during your relationship. Official, my ex of 5 years sold the house, finally moving tomorrow back to another state. Been 9 months since she discarded, but she's been in and out whenever she feels. She love bombed me all weekend and I fell for her, bamboozled me and blocked and ghosted me. I'm so frustrated. I wish, official, I really wish, my contacts are like, I wish I could say that it's a shocker, but it's not. I wish I could say that, you know, it's something that that doesn't normally happen, but it does. It does. Okay. The whole purpose of the love bombing, especially after a previous discard, you know, the whole purpose of the love bombing is to get you to clearly trust them again, get you to open the doors for them again, get you to, you know, just fall for it again. And yeah, and it's, you know, to be honest, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to not get through. Like, you know, sometimes people go through the recycling quite a few times before they actually get a grip of reality and see things for what they truly are. You know, what did I talk about? But what did I talk about yesterday when I said the recycling? It's like a washing machine. Mm-hmm. Okay, love bomb, discard, recycle, repeat. So that's pretty much how it's going to be. That's pretty much how it is. When I say, when they show you who they are the first time, believe them. Believe them. You got to think of it this way, guys. If someone goes through so much trouble to project onto you, to discard you in the worst way possible, to hurt you, to manipulate you, to just pretty much bring you down to your knees, to the point where you're begging for mercy, that you are like, I can't take this anymore. I just cannot take any more lashings. I can't take this pain anymore. To go and deal with other people, to go and deal with new supply, to go and you know, do the same thing to these other people, creating more victims or attempting to create more victims, to bounce around through their options, to basically keep you on the sidelines or keep you on ice or keep you on the back burner. They do all of this shit, all to come back, love bomb you, and say, I'm sorry, or, you know, which 9 out of 10 times it's not a genuine apology, or maybe not even take accountability for their actions, but they will try to get you to forget that it ever happened. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing. And the mere fact that they would try to come back to you and they would try to rekindle a relationship with you, or if they see that you're moving on and you're moving on with someone new, or you're just moving on your own, or, you know, you're just picking up the pieces, you're licking your own wounds, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. Okay? Because after all of that, you know, and some of you may have been drawn back into it, you know, maybe more than once. You may have been drawn back into it because you still have an attachment to them. You still have feelings for them. You are, you know, still connected to them in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you got children with them, you know, or maybe you always just wanted to see the good in them. You wanted to see the good in them, and you had high hopes. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the right, you know, maybe this time they're going to change. Maybe it's going to show. Maybe it's going to happen. Guys, God will put the right type of people in your life. Okay? He will never put someone in your life who is going to destroy you, who is going to undermine your confidence, who's going to cheat on you, who's going to lie to you. He's not going to put these kinds of people in your life. And as much as God puts people in your life, the devil's going to put people in your life too. And each and every time they come back, they're going to come back in either a new wrapper, they're going to come back with a new story, they're going to come back with a new type of apology, they're going to come back bigger, bolder, and badder, just to get you to bring your guard down and let them in so they could just do it all over again. We live in a time now where making excuses, I mean, we've always lived in that time, but we got to really emphasize this. We live in a time now where making excuses for people's behaviors because they suffer mental illness, because they had a rough childhood, because they had a bad upbringing, because they had people in their life who you know, didn't treat them properly, didn't do the right thing by them. Those are fucking excuses. All right? Those are excuses. We're not doing excuses anymore. We're not. Do not let someone come back in after they've gone through all of that trouble, because if they had put all of the work that they put into discarding you, had they put that kind of work, okay, the work ethics into your relationship, and they put that kind of work into self-reflection and actually doing what they needed to do, you guys probably would have had a chance. You guys probably would have been able to make it. But when they show you the first time, in some cases, the second time, maybe in other cases, the third time, when they've already shown you what they're capable of, never mind the fact that they're narcissistic, if they got mental health issues, whatever the case, when someone shows you what they're capable of, what they're capable of doing, you see it with your own two eyes. You see it with your own two eyes. And I know it's hard to believe that. And I know it's hard to accept that. I know it's hard to say to yourself, no, this can't be that person. Maybe, you know, a lot of victims, one of the things I can tell you guys, a lot of victims try to rationalize. A lot of victims try to rationalize the behaviors. They try to argue with themselves about the behaviors of the other individual or the other people who have projected their insecurities, who projected their trauma, who have projected abuse that they have adopted. They really try to rationalize. They really try to say, but you know, okay, no, wait. Let me stop for a second and think, okay, now they had a really rough childhood and their life was like this, their environment was like that, and it was like this, and it was like that. Listen, okay? We've all been through some shit in our lives. We all got a story to tell. We all got a story to tell. So if you're going to say, well, you know, they went through this, they went through that, they weren't, you know, aware, they didn't know, they didn't understand, it's nonsense. It boils down to choices. Choices. They made a choice, guys. They made a choice to do what they did to you, whatever that was. They made a choice to say the mean and hurtful, disrespectful things to you, to push you away because something else was waiting on the sidelines for them. You guys know me. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it 100 with you. I'm not going to sit here and sell you a dream, because I want you guys to really heal, and I want you guys to really move forward. I want you guys to really take the pain and make it work for you. Okay? They knew what they were doing. Some people, it takes one time. Others, it takes a couple of times, because they do want to give the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not knocking you. I will never invalidate you on that. Okay? And I will never hold you, I will never pass judgment against anyone for giving another chance, for wanting to believe that maybe the person has changed. But we call spades a spade over here, and we basically say it like it is. And without that concrete proof of change, pure change, remorse, not regret, guys, remorse. Okay? You don't let someone coming back into your life because they regret the decision they made, when the reality of it is they didn't regret the decision they made. They regret the outcome because it did not go in their favor. You're not someone's option. Okay? You are no one's second option. You're no one's, if someone's going to make you an option, then you make sure you got 10 options. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if someone makes you an option and you sit there and you are holding on to that person, you're putting them as a priority, you're making their needs, their wants, their problems, their burdens, you're making them your responsibility. And yet, on their end, they're looking at you like an option. They're looking at you like, well, I can have 10 of you. They're looking at you like you're not of that much importance. I got some stuff going on over here, but I know you still want me, so I'm going to breadcrumb you. No. We don't do that. We don't do that. Okay? They try to make you compete for their love. Excuse me. Love. They try to make you compete for their attention, their validation. Okay. And it's like a circus. It's like a circus, guys. And they would train their victims. They'll train their victims. You are going to pretty much do as I say. You're going to serve me. You're going to service me. I'm going to look down my nose to you, make you feel this small, and you are going to take it. You're going to eat it. Okay? I'm going to eat a nice big steak because this is mine, and you are going to eat a little fucking chicken wing. What? What? No. No, this shit stops now, guys. This stops now. I refuse to have anyone who is being a survivor, a recovering victim, or someone who's just not going through a discard, going into 2022 with that type of mentality of, I'm no good. This person, what did I do for this person to treat me like this? Or how could, no. We're not doing it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay? If they try to hoover you, I don't give a damn. Listen, I believe in God 110%. I believe in God 110%. I believe God wants me to forgive people. And I told him I'm still working on that. I believe he wants me to work with people. And I told him I'm still working on it because I'm discerning people. But let me tell you guys something. Okay. And I made this comment to Amanda, and I'm gonna give it to you guys too. Okay. I will personally rip the genitals off of this individual and shove them down his throat. And I will not give a damn about it afterwards. It is not, oh, woe is me. This person abandoned me, because that's what they're telling people. You abandoned them. You left them. You walked away from them. They don't understand why. That you weren't getting things your way. It wasn't happening this way, and they didn't like the fact that I wasn't going to let them control me, which was nonsense, because all you wanted was what? Compromise, understanding. You wanted 50-50. You wanted them to do give and take. You wanted more effort put in. You wanted all of these things. And yet those are the basics. That's the part that kills me most. You wanted the basics. And the basics was too much for them to give you. So why not just let me go if that is the case? Am I wrong? Why not let the person go if that is the case? This is what makes a relationship narcissistically abusive. Please, guys, please, you guys know I love you. Anyone who's new here, understand this is my attitude. This is who I am, because I'm not going to sugarcoat. I need people to heal. I need people to heal. I'm not going to sit here and mask anything, because you guys have had enough of that. You guys have had enough of that. You've had plenty of people who have sat there with masks. You had people who sat there, smiled in your face, talked shit behind your back. You had people who were plotting against you. You had people who were trying to hurt you for their own personal gain. You had people who were trying to exploit you. You had people who were trying to do all of this nonsense to you. So understand, when you're dealing with me, you're gonna get the raw truth from me. Because I need you people to heal. I need you to get on with yourselves. I need you to be happy. I need you to have your peace, okay? This is why we do this, okay? I am not going to sit here and tell you that these people, listen, granted, they were victims. Yes, they were victims. They were victims of, listen, if they were narcissistically abused by their parents, by their family, by their ex-girlfriend, by their ex-boyfriend, by their baby mama, by their baby daddy, I don't give a shit. If they were narcissistically abused by other people, they still had a choice. Just like all of you have a choice. Am I correct? You all have a choice, and you all chose not to be like the people who have abused you. Rather, what did you do? You tried to get the help that you need to get you through the healing. This is where, okay, because again, if they did not want to let you go, but yet they're not going to change, yet they don't mind being toxic, they didn't, that's bullshit. What makes the relationship narcissistically abusive is now you're doing things with intent, because clearly you cannot sustain a connection. You cannot hold a relationship together because you are emotionally unavailable. You have a wandering eye. You go trying to see if there's anything better out there. You try to see if you still got it. Oh, I'm the play girl. I'm the playboy. Get the hell out of here with that shit, okay? Nothing but insecure little boys and insecure little girls looking for mommy and daddy's love. And because they did not get it, and instead of going through the healing process and getting everything that they needed to get on their own, just like all of us did, because we all went through some shit in our own lives, what do they decide to do? They decide to try to make themselves feel important by putting you down, by undermining you, by tearing you down, by using you, by lying to you, by trying to play you, gaslighting you. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I would never do something like that to you. What are you talking about? No, that's not me. No, you didn't see me. No, you didn't hear me. You're crazy. You're the one with the mental health issue. You're the one. Listen. Okay? You guys have so much power in your hands, you don't even realize it. You have so much power in your hands, you don't even realize it. Okay? I do what I do because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't afraid to expose anybody, especially when they do some shady, grimy, hurtful shit to innocent people who only wanted to love, be loved, give, contribute to the relationship, contribute to the dynamic, have stability, have emotions, have a connection, all to be with people who are like, well, you're willing to do any and everything for me anyway. So why not? Man, I know I got emotional there for a second, but I am beyond fed up with these fucking people. I am beyond fed up with them. Okay? I'm beyond fed up with all of them. Their nonsense, their slithering ways, I'm beyond fed up with them. The narcissistically abusive relationship is defined once you acknowledge that you have no intent, no intention on keeping a stable foundational relationship. You have no intention on being emotionally connecting. And you know something? What makes them selfish is that they won't let you go, but they don't want anyone else to have you. They don't want anyone else to have you. They don't really want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you. So what will they do? They will constantly come back and trigger you. They'll constantly come back and lure you back in. So you go back to those emotions, back to those feelings, and they can start tugging at your heartstrings again. Do not, for the love of all that is holy, fall for that bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. Bullshit. I've changed. I went to therapy. Oh, you went to 3 months of therapy, but you got 30 years of narcissism? Get the fuck out of my face. That's my response. Yes. Okay? Why you got to bring up the past? Why can't we just get over it? Oh, like you were trying to get under someone else to get over me because I won't talk to you? I won't deal with you? Because I see through your bullshit. And because I see through your bullshit, now this really pushes you into your new supply's arms, or it really pushes you to go even harder because, holy crap, that person closed the door on me. We adults here, guys. We're adults here. We're not kids. Everybody who knows me knows I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Okay? I am not going to go into 2022, okay, and not change someone's life. I'm not doing it. And if I can change everybody's lives, hallelujah. That would be the ultimate blessing. That will be my Christmas gift. I am so fed up with these people. I am so fed up with them. I'm just like so beyond fed up with all of them. And if everything I do rattles their demons, listen, guys, I get trolls. I get people hitting me up, commenting really, really ignorant comments. I get people gang stalking me. I get people making fake accounts watching me. People got other people who got other people watching me. I don't give a shit. I don't. Because you know something? I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. Okay? And if you want, I'll do you one better. Hey, they text you? Give me their number. I'll be more than glad to give them a response. I don't have a problem with that. I do not have a problem with that. I will have them looking at their phone like, oh, where the hell did that come from? Don't have a problem. I'll do it. Good. Oh, good. Good. Let that be the last time. Let that be the last time. Don't entertain her. There are plenty of beautiful women out there, man. There are plenty of beautiful women out there, good women out there who are not looking to take advantage of you, who are not looking to hurt you, who are not looking to do to you what that person did to you. The only thing I can tell you from this point on, with everything you've learned, allow yourself time to heal from it first. Allow yourself time to heal from it. Because if you don't, and you try to get into something else, or because victims do this too, where they try to get over the narcissistic person, the manipulative person, the abusive person, they try to get over that person by trying to deal with someone else. What will end up happening if you do that, you will end up hurting someone, an innocent person who had nothing to do with it, because you're raw. You know what I'm saying? Your heart is raw. Everything, your emotions, your mental, everything is raw. So what you're going to end up doing, you're going to end up taking out everything that you feel, which is your trust issues, your paranoia, everything, your PTSD. You're going to end up taking that out on that next person. That's why they say it's important to heal. You have to heal it first. You got to get through it first. And when you finally reach that point that you feel you're ready, then you start dealing, do it slowly, start dealing with people slowly and work your way. That person has no good intentions. They don't have good intentions. And it's clear because after this Hoover, after this love bombing, that's your final confirmation. Your final confirmation. It takes one time for me. It takes one time for me. And people sometimes say, oh, you're willing to give up that easy. You're quick to give up. What's the point? What's the point? Seriously, what's the point? What's the point? You betray my trust. You cheat on me. You're talking to other women. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're an opportunist because clearly my loyalty was not good enough. You felt the need to go out there and do whatever. What is the point? Why am I going to? Because all I'm going to do is drive myself crazy, right? I'm going to drive myself crazy. And mind you, a discard and a breakup, those are two different things, guys. And that's something that people don't understand. Regular breakup, yes, there's pain, there's hurt, there's sorrow, but a discard from someone who had been already emotionally, psychologically manipulating you throughout the entire course, projecting onto you their trauma. A release from a trauma bond is not the same as a freaking breakup. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. That's why a lot of people are like, why are you still stuck on it? Well, why can't you let it go? But why can't you just move on? But why can't you why can't you shut the fuck up? You don't understand. You just don't understand. And anybody who does not understand, who insists on watching my content, yeah, I'm talking to you. You will never understand what that kind of pain feels like unless you've actually gone through it. And that's something that people, they just walk around acting like they know every damn thing. No, this is one thing, sweetheart. Sweetheart, you don't understand. If you have people in your life telling you, it's been 5 months, can't you get over it? Oh, yeah, okay, I'm supposed to get over 5 years of freaking trauma bonding in 5 months? Are you a therapist? Do you have the certificate on your wall? Have you ever been through it? Do you even understand what I'm talking about? Well, no, then shut the fuck up. You don't know. It's like a freaking mechanic going into a freaking restaurant to try to cook a meal. That shit's just not going to work. It's not going to work. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. Therefore, you can't tell me how long it's going to take for me to heal, what I have to do to heal. You can't do that. And I know some of you guys, and hey, listen, I ain't calling your friends out. I'm not calling people in your environment out, but let's just keep it the way it is. People in your environment who don't understand, they may appease you, but eventually they do get tired of hearing it. They do get tired of hearing it because they don't understand. This is why people who are alcoholics, they go to AA meetings for however long they need to go. Even after recovery, they may just go to help other people. They may just go to, to be a lending ear, a support system, or, every so often it makes them feel good to go. This is the same damn thing. Like, we're just trying to heal. We're doing the work. People who don't understand what you guys are doing will never understand what you guys are doing. Therefore, listen, they really don't even need to be a part of that. They can be a part of your life on other aspects, but when it boils down to what you are dealing with, which is trying to release from traumatic bonding, trying to release from that programming, trying to release from your own childhood trauma and childhood wounds, you got to separate them. You got to separate them because it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. But I am truly fed up with these people. I'm fed up with knowing that these people exist. I'm fed up with it. But at the end of the day, I can't physically do anything about it. The most I can do is create the awareness and talk with you guys about it. And just know that I give everything I say and do, it comes from my heart. It's said with love. It's said, it may come out kind of rough sometimes, and sometimes, the Brooklyn in me comes out, but it's with love because I know where you guys have been. I know for anyone who's going through the discard right now, I know where you're at. Trust me, I know where you're at. I know the pain. It feels never ending. It feels like, oh my gosh. And again, I was sitting talking with Amanda about it, and I said, the ones who did not, the voiceless, the people who have committed suicide after because they just could not take it. When I went through my discard, I contemplated it, and I was so close to it. And when I went through everything I went through, when I started doing my content, I realized, damn, this is literally what people feel. This is literally what people feel they want to do or they need to do because they can't take it. The pain is unbearable, guys. It was unbearable. But I kept pushing. And I kept going because I was like, something has to give. And you guys, there is somebody out there waiting for you. There is someone out there who is healed, who is securely attached, or maybe there is someone else who's going through their healing motions right now, getting to the end of the line on that line on their journey. Okay, whether they're waiting for you or they're on their way, just as you're on your way, you deserve so much better than what these people have projected onto you. You deserve way more than that. And as hard as it may feel to let that go, as hard as it may feel to say no, sometimes you have to. When we pray to God, when we need stuff, we need blessings, we need help, we want someone in our life, we want whatever, his response isn't always going to be yes. Sometimes it's a no. So when these people have already shown you what they're capable of, I don't give a damn if they have narcissism, NPD, BPD, ASPD, kiss my fucking ass. I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't care what they have. They know what they are doing. They knew what they were doing. And the minute they show you what they're capable, even if it's just a little tiny speck, just a little, you see right there? You see that right there? A little tiny? Okay? Even if it's really tiny, doesn't matter. They showed you what they were capable of. They showed you what they were capable of, and they showed you who they truly are. And if you have children and you're dealing with people like this, you got to think about how they're going to affect your children's lives. You got to think about how their treatment towards you will affect your children. Okay? You have to lead by example for your children. And if you allow people like this to continuously come back into your life, to continuously cause problems, to continuously wreak havoc, because that's what they do, guys. That's what they do. First of all, they know your buttons. They know your ins and outs. Oh, my freaking eyelashes are like, they know your ins and outs. They know what ticks you off. They know what makes you, cringe. They know everything. Why? Because you trusted them enough to share that information. You dropped your guard to share that information with them. All for them to use it against you in the end. So as much as they know how to poke and prod and hurt you and do all of these things, they know how to tug at your heartstrings at the same time. Because there was something there, guys. You fell for something. You fell for something. You fell in love with them for whatever your reasons were. There was something there. But they know how to play both sides of the fence. And I'm telling you right now, now's the time to kick their asses off the fence and say, stay off my yard or I will call the police for trespassing. Okay? That is what you need to do. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry to my peoples for getting really emotional. I wasn't trying to yell at you guys. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm passionate. I can't help that. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, sweetheart.
We were just calling it Erica Church.
What?
We were just calling it Erica Church. Ty was doing his little spiritual dance.
The Church of Erica. Hey, we be born again. The new supply is screwed. I don't feel bad for them. They wanted your problem. Good luck. Pues que se joda, right? Que se joda. That's how we say it. Okay? It is what it is. I don't listen. I don't wish bad on anyone from my past, anyone who's ever abused me, anyone who's ever narcissistically abused me, anyone who has cheated on me, anyone who's lied to me. I don't wish bad on anybody. I'm just like, listen, I put it in God's hands. Everybody gets put into God's hands, okay? I don't take revenge. I let God avenge. That is it. So whatever goes on in their lives, that is their business. It was never my problem to begin with. So being as I'm not even dealing with these people, whatever they're going through still isn't my problem. It was never my problem to begin with. It's still not my problem right now. So I'm not going to make it my problem in the future. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I know for a fact, listen, victims, oftentimes, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be 110% honest with you guys. But before I started my channel, before I started doing my content, I was at a crossroads because I felt bad. If I talk about it, but it's going to seem like I'm trying to shame the person. It's going to seem like I'm trying to smear the person. Like I thought about these things, but I realized, and I got confirmation. Speaking your truth is not shaming not smearing anyone. You're not smearing someone if you are speaking your truth. And I am speaking my truth. I dare someone to challenge me on that and tell me that I'm not speaking my truth. Tell me that I'm lying. But where's the lie? Where's the lie? Where is the lie? Exactly. They can stalk me. They can watch me. They can listen. Go ahead. Go, you want to try around my house? Go right ahead and do so. Okay? I got something for that ass. I ain't worried about nothing because I'm speaking my truth. Speaking your truth is not smearing someone's name. Smearing someone's name is creating fabricated stories and trying to assassinate someone's character. That is smearing someone's name. Victims don't often speak their truth because they feel like they're betraying the abuser. They're betraying the person. Well, he was just, he wasn't that bad. He only punched me in my face 3 times. No, that's an excuse. We don't play that here. Well, it wasn't like he physically touched me. He was just, verbally. It's still abuse. Verbal abuse, emotional, spiritual, physical is abuse. Do not let anyone tell you that's not abuse. This isn't abuse. No, because then you know something, then you are programmed to believe that they can talk to you and disrespect you however way they want to and get away with it. No one, guys, listen to me carefully. No one approaches me. No one has bothered with me. No one has with me because they see that I ain't taking no shit from nobody. And all the people who have walked all over me like I was a doormat, okay? Took advantage, took me for granted, okay? Crapped on me, humiliated me, have done everything possible to try to drag me down and bring me down. Well, you know something? God blessed me right in their face. And they seen shit. Trust and believe, guys. You have to let them go, let it go, detach from it, and let God take control of it. God will handle all of it. But do not let anyone, I don't care who it is. I do not care who it is. Do not let anyone try to convince you that what you went through was not abuse. Okay? Gaslighting, manipulation, breadcrumbing, verbal abuse. And by verbal abuse, they could be putting you down. They can be trying to strip you of your confidence. They can be, just saying all kinds of mean and hurtful things to you to make you feel so low and so insecure. They could just be nasty to you. The attitudes, extremely nasty to you. In your face, yelling at you, arguing with you, accusing you, okay? Trying to make you freaking crawl in the corner in a fetal position. That is verbal abuse. You don't talk to people that way. And understand, guys, they were doing all of this. They were doing all of this because they were too freaking insecure. I don't know. Maybe you had a really good job and you were making more money. Or maybe you were going places in life and they're still stuck in the same bullshit that they were in. Maybe you were trying to do better in creating stability and they are just like, I'm not going nowhere in life. So what's the best thing to do? Try to bring you down. You're all the way up here. They're down here. And instead of trying to make their way up here, they try to drag you down here. No. I ain't having that. We're not having that. You think back to everything you went through, guys. Think back to everything. Go back to those motions. Go back to those emotions. Don't stay stuck in it, but think about it. Okay? They try to make you feel like, and in some cases, it wasn't even, maybe they didn't say it to you. Maybe they didn't verbally say it to you, outright say it to you. Maybe it was in their actions. That's another thing. That is another form of manipulation. Okay? Triangulation. Triangulation is used to gain a reaction out of you, and it's used to make you compete. They try to make you compete for their love. Okay? Like you were a freaking seal waiting for a damn fish, alongside 5 other seals waiting for a fish. Are you serious? They made you. I'm getting into it because it pisses me off. It pisses me off. They try to make you feel like You were basically on the outskirts. You're looking in. They try to pretty much pour salt on your wound. They poured salt on your wound. Why? Because they need to boost up their ego. They need to get a boost in their ego. They need to build up their self-esteem. So instead of doing work, instead of actually doing the right thing to regain confidence and have a good self-esteem, what do? They tear you down. Because why? Because you're a happy-go-lucky person. You're a naturally sweet person. Because, you know, people just love your energy and they love your aura, and they're jealous of that. So instead of gaining your own confidence and just building yourself up and creating self-love, you choose to put me down. Ty, I'll do it. Don't listen. I will. Not only will I do it, okay, I'll freaking send her a picture like, he got a new girl now. What? I told you guys, if you want to rent me as your girlfriend, I will do it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. Okay? I don't. If you'd like to rent me, if you want to rent my services, I'd be more than glad to do it for you. I would be more than glad to do it. Yeah, no. I don't mind, guys. I'm telling you. If you want to rent me, okay, I will do my hair real nice. I'll do my makeup. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it for you. I'll be like, listen, thicker than a Snicker. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that, because at least I can say that I have confidence and I'm not egotistical. I'm not arrogant, you know? And picture that, guys. You look good. You got a nice heart. You got a really good heart. You got morale. You have, you know, confidence. You have sincerity. You believe in loyalty, monogamy. You can sustain, you know, you have emotional stability. You can create all types of abundance for yourself. Who the hell would not want that? Who wouldn't want that? Rent my services, Davey. Okay? Services. Rent me to play your girlfriend or play a girlfriend.
Well, that's a whole. We need to. Jesus. No.
Yeah, okay. Dear I'm gonna end up butchering your name, but I'm gonna read your comment. My narc mother, I can't even see. Give me 1 second. I am so damn blind, man. Like, this is just crazy. My
narc mother used to tell lies about me I guess she's saying all the time.
My narc mother used to tell lies about me all the time. Yeah, narc mothers are known for doing that. Narc mothers are known for doing that. They are known for, especially when they're the manipulative ones, because narc mothers are typically the ones who have to play this role of, you know, mommy dearest, I'm mommy dearest, you know, which is why when people say, oh, well, you only get one mother. Yeah, well, my mother's a narc. I can't deal with her. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they give this, which is all about posing for the world. It's all about, you know, just projection for them. They give the impression of, I'm mommy dearest, I'm Betty Crocker, I'm the homemaker, I take care of the kids, I take care of the home, I have, you know, empathy, sympathy, love, you know, emotional connection, all that stuff. And that could be farthest from the truth. And that's one of the things that I wanted, like, people who have narcissist mothers to really speak up more on it, because a lot of people who've endured narcissistic abuse from their mothers can really understand, like can really relate, and they can really put their story out there in expressing these were the things that my narcissist mother would do. Okay. Because we got to remember that a lot of these people who are walking narcissistic people, people who are emotionally devoid and just have like a very low, either extremely low sense of empathy or lack empathy, it stems from somewhere. And if we're not going to sit here and say the parents have, we're going to sit here and say the parents have nothing to do with it, yeah, that'd be a complete lie. That'd be a complete lie. There you go. Ty says, here's a fun truth. We win. It's already done, folks. God has already given us the victory. We're just walking it out. That's it. That is it. That is it. And if you notice they're not coming back, take that. Or if they're not allowed back in your life, take that as God protecting you. Okay? Take that as God protecting you. He saw what you were going through. He saw what you went through. He was there when they were talking things behind your back. He was there when they were doing things behind your back. He was there for all of that. Okay? I look back at my situation. Matter of fact, not even just my situation, my situations, plural, because I had relationships prior to. I look back and I was truly the epitome of a pendeja. Okay? And that is Spanish for a stupid ass. Okay? I was stupid. I was not learning my lessons. I kept going through the same cycles. I kept dealing with the same bull, the same type of behaviors, just different people in my life. And I said to myself, this cannot be coincidental. Like, I cannot possibly be meeting the same type of people, and I'm thinking to myself that, something, maybe this was it. Maybe my last relationship was it. This would be it. This is my person. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this person. I'm going to be with this person. And the universe was like, nope, I don't think so. Because I had to heal things about myself. Because I was going to continue going through the same cycles for the rest of my life unless I actually learned the lesson. Take that in, guys. Okay? I was putting up with a lot of shit. I put up with a lot. Okay? And for some reason, I still clung to the person. I still clung to the situation. I still held on to it. I was holding on for dear life. And the more I held on, the more I would, cling to it, the more he would hurt me. The more painful he was, the more brutal he was, the more he was just, it got to the point where he was almost demonic. And yet again, still holding on. And it was to that point that the pain was so unbearable, it became numb. I could understand if I was an abusive person, or if I was like a toxic, extremely toxic person, and I was one who started trouble and picked fights and always did things to poke and prod and poking the bear type stuff. I could understand those things. I could understand if I was a toxic individual or if I cheated or if I did stuff or whatever, but I didn't do shit. And I got it. And I still got it. I didn't do anything to deserve any of that. And I still got it. And fortunately for me, after dealing with it and really holding on to the person while I'm clutching my heart because it felt like it was ripped open, God gave me a choice. I had a choice because I couldn't hold on to him and onto my heart without losing God gave me a choice. And he said, you're either going to hold on to the person, okay? And you're going to continue to, it's amazing. It's amazing because I strongly believe that if I did not let go, if I didn't walk away, if that person would have came back into my life and decided that, you know what, okay, yeah, you know something, I changed my mind, I decided to be with you, I changed my mind, you are the one for me, da 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 da, whatever the case may be, I would not be here right now. I would not be here right now. I wouldn't be here with you guys right now. I would not be here talking to you guys about it. I would not have been healed. I would not have faced my... Yes, Rosalie. I'm gonna read your comment, but yeah, I would not be here right now. I would not be here doing this with you. I would not have been healed. I would not have learned the lesson. I would not have gone through my trying to, you know, figure out my trauma. I would not be in this position right now. And I would still have been in a relationship with either this person, or even if that, it wouldn't have worked out, because, you know, if it would have been short-lived, I would have been with someone else, possibly with the same problems, the same trauma, the same issues with all the other people that have been in my life. I would not have learned the lesson. I would not have done the healing, and I would have been in a codependent relationship, relying on someone else to validate my feelings, to give me conditional love, to give me transactional love, to project their trauma onto me. I would have been dealing with that for probably the rest of my life. So in hindsight, I should be thanking God. And you know what? I'm gonna thank my ex too. I'm gonna thank him. I'm gonna thank him for showing me who he truly is. I'm gonna thank him for pushing me so low that I had nowhere else to go but up. Thank you. Rosalie, Erica, also being Puerto Rican, we are raised to be extremely loyal to our men. But if a man is not solid, he's not going to understand the responsibility of having that privilege from a solid queen. Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of them, because they grew up, you know, listen, it's no new feat, guys. And we know Latino men, okay? I love you Latinos, I love you men, I love you guys, but y'all are known to be players, okay? Y'all are known to be players. And when you have, especially in the household, when you have a parental figure who is constantly committing infidelity, constantly, you know, and because, well, Latinos are known to being very, you know, to be forceful, authoritative, you know, that's just, it's part of our nature, which is why, like, when they, you know, people make jokes about it, oh, you know, like Puerto Rican women, Spanish women, we're known to being crazy, controlling, possessive, whatever the case may be. You know, it's a common stereotype, but it is what it is. But when you have someone who's been raised in a household that has been built on manipulation, you know, cheating, abuse, domestic violence, what have you, they pick up these traits and they carry them on. And if they have a father figure, you know, it could be a mother figure too, but if they have a father figure who encourages this type of behavior, or projects, or even just, you know, demonstrates these type of behaviors in front of their kids, and irresponsibly at that, well, you know, Daddy's cheating on mommy. Daddy's hitting mommy. Daddy's talking down to mommy. Daddy's doing this. Daddy's doing that. And yet mommy's still staying. Mommy is still there. This is what puts them even further into going into those abusive patterns. They see that the other parent is enabling that because the other parent's still there. The other parent's not going anywhere. Okay. And for whatever reason they stayed. It could be financial reasons. It could be, you know, a codependency reasons, whatever the case may be. They see that. So clearly that is normalized for them. That's normal. Well, this is the way it is. This is the way it is. This is how it works. It works. It works for them. It works for mom. It works for dad. He gets to go out there and be with his chias, and she gets to be home cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids. So you know what? That sounds good to me. Then people wonder why Latinas are crazy, possessive, and controlling, and always constantly asking questions. So I'm just saying. Yeah, Cicely, you reach the point where the camel breaks. The straw that breaks the camel's back. You just reach that point. This was my point. I'm almost 40 years old, man. I'm almost 40 years old. I don't have time to be sitting here trying to figure out, you know, I don't have time to be taking anybody's projections. I don't have time to be raising someone else's son. I don't have time to be trying to teach a man how to be a man. I don't have time to teach love to someone who should have been taught these things by the people who raised them. I don't have time for any of that. I'm too busy raising this one. I'm too busy dealing with my own child.
You're trying to raise a man.
I am trying to raise a man. I'm raising a man to be someone's husband. I'm raising a man to be someone's father. And yet I got to sit here and take on the responsibility of someone else who should have been done that a long time ago. And at the end of the day, listen, I'm gonna be 1000% with you, because my level of empathy, my level of my consciousness, how I do things in my life, that was something I taught myself. That was something I taught myself. Don't get it twisted, man. Me and my mom never really we always bumped heads with each other. Everything I've learned when it boils down to my sense of empathy, my sense of, I had to grow up at a very early age. Okay. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of 4 children. I'm the oldest. And I had to take care of my siblings alongside my mother at a very young age. I had to help with other people's children at a very young age. I had to take on these responsibilities. And I had to be that connection within my siblings. I had to. Everything I've learned in life, everything, I've been giving advice to people since I'm 5 years old, guys. 5 years old. Giving advice. And people are like, what? Where are you getting this from? I'm an old soul. I am an old soul. I was giving advice to people at 5 years old. I was freaking reading books, like college books in kindergarten, okay? Reading college books, typing on typewriters. Kids are playing with toys and blocks and doing all kinds of stuff. Remember that recreation time in kindergarten?
Mm-hmm.
Nap time? Erica wasn't napping. Erica was sitting at the typewriter typing. I had to grow up at a very young age, and I had to take on a caregiver role. And it's because of that, I basically applied that throughout my life. Who I am today is because of me. Who I am today is because of me, and because God never gave up on me. But unfortunately, I had my own dysfunctions. I suffered codependency, which meant I was an enabler. I was enabling toxic behaviors. I was enabling these things. I was sitting there taking what they had to give me, what they threw at me, how they spoke to me, how they treated me. They didn't care how they made me feel. They didn't care they were hurting my feelings. They didn't care that I was crying. They didn't care that I was upset. When I went through my discard, this person didn't give a shit about me. He knew I was hurting. He didn't care. He did not care. And that's a hard pill to swallow, guys. When you sit there like, damn, you had all this time with these people, and look at this is what they show you, and they show you they didn't care. After everything you invested, they didn't care. That's not my problem. That's your problem. They discarded you, and because you started seeing through the holes in their stories, and you started seeing things that you didn't like, and you just started seeing that, oh, this person was gaslighting me, this person was breadcrumbing me, this person was lying to me, this person was sneaking around on me, this person was doing this person was doing that. What do they project? They project, you're a bitter person. You can't get over the fact that it's, that I'm over it. I'm over you, whatever the case may be. No. And then what do? After everything's said and done, you want to be friends? You want to be friends? I'm going to be friends with someone who treats me like shit. I'm going to be friends with someone who talks to me the way you talk to me. I'm going to be friends with someone who sneaks behind my back and gaslights me and breadcrumbs me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I guess that's one of the reasons why I don't have many friends. I don't have many friends. Yep, Cicely. Hi, Cherise. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. I'm not going to be friends with people who are two-faces, okay? These people are two-faces. Whether they're a narcissist, whether they're just narcissistic, whether they're just selfish people, whether they're just manipulators, whatever. I will never be friends with someone I'm not going to be friends with people who are two-faces. You show me two faces, I'm showing you the door. That's it. I'm not going to be friends with nobody who does all of this. And it's crazy because they convince people. They convince a lot of victims to be friends. They convince a lot of people to be friends with them. Door open. It's pretty much just, I'm going to breadcrumb you some. I'm going to, but they convince because when they're done checking their options and dilly-dallying with the supply, maybe going back to exes, doing whatever. Well, we're friends. Can I come over? Can I come hang out? Can we just chill? Listen, man. Listen. The devil is a lie. Okay? The devil is a lie. The devil is a liar. He is a liar. He was once an angel. Okay? He was once God's right-hand man. And just as God's angels, God's perfectly created angels, God's, extra, what are they considered? Beings, extraterrestrial, well, not extraterrestrial, but celestial.
They're not ET.
Celestial.
They're not ET.
But you know what I mean, okay? They were all, they're all created by God, okay? They're all created by God to protect, okay, to watch over you, to help you with your struggles, okay? Satan convinced 1/3 of them, 1/3 of God's angels to fall, to defy God, to defy our Creator, to defy the one who will judge us when we die, when we leave this earth, okay? He convinced 1/3 of those angels to defy God. You really think a narcissist can't convince everyone? They can't manipulate everyone? And they're just flesh and bone? And that's the crazy thing about it. They're flesh and bone, but they walk around like if they have a God complex. They have a God complex.
Super ego.
Yet they're the biggest ones who fear death. Amazing. 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 Okay. don't fall for it, guys. We're going into 2022. It's going to be a new year. It's going to be a new start to everything. You guys going to have so much going for yourselves. Okay. Make your list, make your resolutions, start 2022 with a clean slate for yourself. Start it off for yourself and keep going forward. If you're no contact, stay no contact. If you have not, you're no hoovering, stay no hoovering. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Okay? There ain't nothing back there for you no more. There's nothing back there for you no more. When I decided to do all this, that's when I realized there's nothing back there for me anymore. That's all the lesson. It's all history. It goes in the history books. That's it. That's it. There's no more. There's no reason for you to look back at any of that. They're always going to be there. They're going to be there. And if they want to catch up to you, listen, I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it today. Okay? The only way I will ever let anyone from my past who has manipulated me, who has abused me, who has done anything to slight me, the only way, and that's a big if Jesus came down himself and gave me the stamp of approval for these people. Otherwise, they'll be wasting their time because I want nothing to do with them. I want nothing to do with them. What time is it? I just keep talking. You guys know me. I keep talking and talking.
So what Davey said?
Friendly scratcher?
You saw what Davey said?
How much I charge for my girlfriend's services? Okay, first of all, Davey. First of all, okay. $1 plastic flower, really? 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 No. Nah. Okay. I like well, I'm saying, listen, I do it for the benefit of the people, okay? If you got an ex-girlfriend trying to hoover you back in, trying to tell you, you miss me, you miss us, you miss how it was between us, how you loved when I did this and when I did that, and send them my picture. You go to my, the fuck was that?
What?
I heard something in the backyard. Oh my God.
Cujo.
I'm sorry, guys. There are animals in the backyard. Hi, Butch. But yeah, I'll send the picture. You'll be like, this is what I'm dealing with right now. So your Hoover is not desired. Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I think I'm worth more than $1 plastic flower. Okay, Davey. I think I'm worth this a little bit more than that. Oh, you guys, it's all love though. It's all love. But you guys know me. I'll be more than willing to help give you those, And
he said he speaks Spanish too.
Who?
He said he speaks Spanish.
Which says non-Latino community that marry Latinola. Budge.
What?
Budge. It's all bad when the conversation goes to Spanish. Finish first, second. It's even worse when it goes to Spanish and they start talking with their hands. Well, that's just the thing we do. I think that's like
That's an Africa thing.
It's always got to be swinging on somebody. That's why.
That's why we keep cups and
Amanda's Italian and Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Irish.
And
I'm
Irish.
just a whole bunch of shit.
She's a mutt, but me, I'm just, you know, I'm a New Yorican. But yeah, we have Italians and Puerto Ricans have a lot in common, like a lot in common. We always use our hands for everything. It's like, what?
You use it a lot more than I do, because
it's part of me. Yeah. It's my personality. It's part of who I am.
Oh, look at see, look what you said. See,
listen.
You open the door. Listen. And now you got Todd talking about.
Cool. That's cool. Listen, guys.
Listen, your schedule's booked already. Okay, I gotta have a whole other calendar.
We're helping them.
Okay. All right.
I'll be your girlfriend. I'll be your girlfriend for what? For a week. Send updated pictures.
Okay.
When they call, okay, you put me on the three-way.
Okay.
I pretend like I'm the one answering. I don't have a problem telling an ex bitch to fuck off. I don't.
We're gonna have to make an appointment book. Be like, so officials on Thursday at 3:45. Ty is on Friday at 3:15.
That's fine.
Look at Davey. A week? Oh yeah, son.
Yeah. Okay. I run my services. If it means helping to, you know, shut the ego down, why not? Why not? I'll put the PayPal link.
We take Bitcoin.
I'll put the PayPal link. I take Bitcoin. I take PayPal, Cashapp, Venmo.
Wow, Davey's like, oh, you gotta speak Spanish too. All right, that's extra services. That's an extra service fee.
Yeah, I can speak Spanish. That's no problem. Yeah. Listen, it's a package deal, right? We'll do 3 different packages. Okay, you got package 1, which is for like 2 days. Okay, and that's just enough
how is this really becoming a conversation?
It's called being an entrepreneur. Okay, and helping people in the process. Okay, you gotta think, you gotta broaden the horizons. Okay.
The conversation we had earlier, and you were like, "Why'd you do that for? You need to put your gun and your knife under the mattress." And look at what you're doing right now.
Listen,
look what you're doing right now.
Listen. Okay.
Explain this to me.
Look at this face. It's
3 years. 3 years.
Okay. Now, just bear in mind, guys, if you do rent my services, females like to compete with me, so they may bother you a little more than usual. So you might have to, you know, keep the services going for about a month or so. I'm just saying.
We're gonna have to open a separate bank account. This is ridiculous. This is getting out of hand. Look at
Bobby Gringo. What the hell? Where the hell did that come from?
I can't.
Yeah, no, what?
Look, see? Look at you get he took this way right field. Look at, I don't know where Ty is. Ty?
Davey. He goes, oh, wait a second. She's pretending to be a girlfriend just to get the ex to go away. Yes. And that's precisely what I would be doing.
He thinks these services are real.
Yeah. Doing stuff for real and getting paid for it, that's illegal.
Yes.
Here. I'm just saying. Cicely goes, it's going to be a lot of flat tires. Keep your cars in your garage, guys. Keep your cars in the garage or keep them in your backyard.
Yo, he really thought this was... Bruh, my guy. I can't.
The services would be to
hypothetically
to scare them away. Or I would be the one calling them like, why are you calling my man? That's how them girls do. That happened to me one time with my brother. A girl called his phone and no, not his phone. She called my phone. She called my phone and I'm like, hello. She's like, hello. I was like, how can I help you? I want to know why your number is in my man's phone. I'm like, who the hell's your man? And she called him by his nickname that everybody, from the streets will call him. I didn't know his nickname. I called him by his regular name. And after going back and forth for like a good 5 minutes, I was like, who the hell are you calling about? And then she said his real name. And I said, do you understand that you're talking to his sister? And she was like totally feeling stupid.
Yeah.
So I can shoot you $100 and you can leave a love note on the X card, but
written to him.
Written to me.
Where does Davey live anyway? Like, we gonna FedEx him a letter?
I was kind of thinking you put up a picture of me on your Instagram. That type of stuff.
Yeah, he's like, there's a FedEx fee and like postage and insurance and
you're crazy. You guys are truly too much. But I love you all. I love you all. Oh my gosh. I wonder if my dad is here. I don't know if my dad is here.
Thank God.
Why would a narc after 5 months of no contact hit you up to then not bother with you again? What's the point? It's to get you to think about them. We'll stop this down. It's to get you to think about them. It's to get you kind of in your head, to get you to react, to check and see if they still have any kind of effect on you, if they can still possibly control your emotions, and maybe test the waters to see if there's any way to get in, any way to crawl in. They're all about mind games. They're all about mind games. That's what they do. That's their MO. And everything that they've been doing from since the discard up into the attempted Hoover, or even just trying to gain, because their thing is reaction. I need a reaction. Your reaction fuels me. Your reaction feeds me, whether it's negative or positive. Your reaction lets me know that I'm still on your mind. The one thing a narcissist hates is indifference. That's what they hate, indifference, because that generally means you just don't give a damn. You just don't care anymore. He took me off his YouTube TV account to then put me back on. Yeah, that's games, man. That's games. Wasn't that something similar to what
happened?
When she blocked you?
Yeah, she blocked me from all her social media and stuff like that.
And then she unblocked you?
Yeah, and then she was stupid because she had the home computer with all her passwords, and then I was still able to see her shit because she was stupid.
Yeah. It's just a matter of, it's poking at you, getting the attention, getting you to think of them, getting you back into your, trying to get you into an emotional state. But when you walk with indifference and you're just not reacting, you're not talking about it, you're not approaching them, you're not saying anything, they constantly try to continuously poke at you, because it's all about control for them. That's all it really is. It's about having control. It's about being able to keep that position, even if they're not in your life. It's about being able to keep the energetic cord intact and just feeding off of you. That's what they do. They feed off of you. And that's good. Don't react to anything. You know, if you can, just remove yourself from, you know, from anything associated with that person. Just remove yourself from it. And that's really also what makes the healing a lot easier, because when you do out of sight, out of mind, you're training your mind to become accustomed. Exactly. Become accustomed with, you know, not being in their presence anymore, not being around them. So that way, when they do come around you, or if they do attempt to contact you, or, you know,
it's like self-isolation.
Exactly.
You do it yourself rather than forcing you to do it, because
Queen says, "Hey Erica, today I had a trigger. I cried, honestly. What do I do?" Go through it, sweetheart. Go through it. Cry as much as you need to. Triggers are reminders of where you just need to release. You have to release. I had a trigger. How long ago was it? About a couple of weeks ago? About, I think 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
I had a trigger about 2 weeks ago, and it was very severe. It was very severe. It had more to do with my inner trauma with me. And I sat there for about almost a good hour, and I was crying, bawling, like mochas were coming out of my nose. That's how bad I was crying. But once I released it, and I just kind of like meditated on it, and I breathed, I was just taking deep breaths. It, you know, it went away. Triggers. Oh, Sergio, thank you for the $5, sweetheart. Triggers are meant to pretty much point out where you need to heal. Okay? That's what they're there for. It's just to point out where you need to heal. And it reminds you that, you know, you're still a human being. You still have feelings, you still have emotions, you still have certain, you know, a little bit of pain, residual pain. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. So many people focus on the speed of healing rather than just taking their time with it, because they want to get through it fast. They want to get through it right away. And when you don't properly heal, when you don't take the time that you need to heal, you're rushing things. It's going to be inconsistent. It's not going to be effective. It really is not going to be effective, because you're suppressing a lot of other things. So definitely take your time. But when you have a trigger moment, write it out. Let it go through you. Let it, you know, let it just come, you know, be released from you, however long it takes, because a trigger can last 5 minutes. It can last a whole day. It can last a whole week. Write it out. Okay. You're still good. You're still fine. You're still going in the right direction. And just keep that in mind, guys. As you're going down your path, you are going to be getting triggers. It is going to happen, and it's perfectly normal. It's normal. Millie, he went through my sister to find out about me. He used my brother that died on 9/11 by sending a pic of him, which he knows how I feel. He had never gotten in touch with anyone of my family. Yeah, that's a fucking snake. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I have to call it what, like I see it. That's a snake. That's a snake move. Oh, official, thank you for the $10, sweetie. Thank you. That, yeah, Millie, that's a snake. For someone to do something like that, for someone to that's just really, that's a low blow move. That's a real low blow move. I'm familiar with 9/11, you know, and the effect that it still has on people till this day. And for him to do something like that, yeah, he must be desperate. He must be really desperate, or he must just be very, very vindictive. It screams just vindictiveness. To do something like that, that's a very vindictive move. That's a very, I hope that you just, you know, separate yourself completely from him. Completely. That to me is a low blow. And that would be like the final straw on anything. I mean, besides a discard, something like this.
It's using somebody's emotional suffering.
Because it's emotional manipulation. He's trying to, yeah, no. Cut him. I was gonna say cut him at the balls, but cut him off. Just cut him off completely. Cut him off completely. He definitely, yeah, no, it's still wrong. it's still wrong. You don't do that. You know, that's a very hard thing to deal with. You know, family members who have lost people in 9/11, you know, friends who have lost people and that's just, you know, it's a constant reminder, and that's a wound that, you know, may never heal in that so many people were lost, you know, but at the end of the day, to open that up again, that to me is a very atrocious, it's an atrocious move that I wouldn't.
Well, anybody using somebody's emotional, any loss as a way to work back in is a horrible way to get back in somebody's life, somebody's loss, whether it's any kind of way.
Let me just see. Queen, you know, the crazy thing is I never knew relationships like this actually existed. This was different on so many levels. And sometimes some people go through it. You have people who experience narcissistic abuse, don't even realize they experience it. You know, sometimes they take it as just it's a, you know, a breakup. You know, sometimes but I'm one of those people. I've been either with people who suffered narcissistic personality disorder, bipolar disorder. I've been with, you know, when I was in my like late teens, like 17, 18, I was with a sociopath. And I had not, you would think after being with a sociopath, no, didn't learn. After being with someone who has bipolar disorder, no, didn't learn. Okay. Being with someone who's narcissistically abusive, nope, 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 nope. I've been a pendeja for approximately 36 years. So, and yet this one particular situation, this one particular relationship was the only one that stuck. This one particular relationship was the relationship that was the catalyst for me to really open my eyes. And it kind of taught me, you know what, is stop trying to just see the good in people and just start seeing people for who they are. Start seeing, you know, be on the lookout for the red flags. Continue to do your due diligence and continue to do your research. Continue looking, continue studying, continue investigating, you know. When your gut is telling you something, and, you know, even if you bring it to their attention and you're like, look, I just wanted to talk about this. If they become abrasive, aggressive, or if they try to like, you know, push you in the corner, like, you know, listen, or they even try to gaslight you. That's a huge red flag. That's a huge red flag. Hmm. Oh, wow. Wait, let me see. Erica, what can you say about narcissists and friendships, girlfriends? I went through something yesterday. I was supposed to start this job Monday, and they called me to cancel. I told this girl I call and oh wait. I told this girl I call my friend, and she was laughing right in my face when I told her. So I blocked you. And it's, you know, what makes it so funny, you know? Like, why would that be funny? You know, sometimes this is primarily probably the reason. I mean, probably this is exactly the reason why I don't have a lot of female friends. I don't have a lot of female friends because females could just be shady, straight up shady and shisty. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. You know, sometimes you have friends that are just undercover haters. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you elevate in life. They don't want to see you do better than them. They don't want to see you have any form of success in your life. And hi Heather, hi sweetheart. They don't want to see you do, you know, better than them. It's like, you know, you have the opportunity to grow and have something good in your life. you would think they would be supportive of you, and they're not. You know, that's not a friend. That's really not a friend. Oh, okay. Well, and she was the one who hooked you up with the job. And she was mad because they fired her a few days ago for being late and calling off too much. You know, she was hating. She was hating. That's a straight hater. But then again, narcissistic people are haters. Oh, that's sweet, Ty. Thank you. Ty says he's praying for all of you because you are extended family in the situation of abusive recovery. Absolutely. And that's what it, it aims to be, a family, an extension of, of people you can, talk to people. And I see when you guys talk to one another and you guys relate to one another, you guys help one another. And I sit here just like, you know what I'm saying? I do my own thing. But at the end of the day, it's all love here, guys. It's all love and it's support. And it's awesome that you guys can do that for one another. You're helping other people. You're helping create a solution to the problem. Okay. And it may be repetitive, guys. People may ask the same questions, or people may try to get confirmation or validation, to help them really accept and understand. And it's important that, for those who have, who are still in the healing stages, but have really excelled, it's important to, maintain sensitivity when it comes to people who are just now experiencing it, people who are just now dealing with it. But I thank you guys for helping me with this and being supportive of one another, because that's what this is for. This is, a support system.
Well, we were just talking about that before we came on.
Yeah.
It's like a buddy system. It's like when you're in AA and you get a sponsor and stuff like that, you could come into a chat room and say hi to somebody and you can find an alignment on a conversation because there's something that you guys can talk about and feel a connection with somebody.
Cicely says, I appreciate that you keep it balanced and talk about both male and female narcs. Absolutely. Absolutely. I look to help men and women. I look to help men and women because, at the end of the day, whether you believe in it or not, we're all God's children. We all are. And just as I'm sure women go through it, just as I'm sure women have dealt with domestic abuse, domestic violence, all types of emotional abuse, psychological and verbal abuse, men go through it too. I am very well aware of it. I'm very understanding, and it's only right. It's only right if I'm going to do for one. But you know what? Survivorship knows no gender. Mm-hmm. It knows no gender.
Pain is pain.
We've all gone through the pain. We've all gone through the motions. We've all had to deal with some form of abuse. And at the end of the day, I just break everything down so it resonates for the two genders. But survivorship knows no gender. So because even when I talk about female narcissism, yes, a lot of men would relate to it and resonate with it. But women deal with female narcissists too, whether in romantic relationships, whether it's their mother, whether it's their friends, their coworkers, any female who's a narcissist or narcissistic. So it helps to break it down on both ends, and you just apply it to wherever it is that you need to apply it in your life. Let me go back up. Cherise says, I cut so many so-called friends between 2020 and now. You're right, Erica. They can be shady and non-supporting. I don't make time for that BS anymore. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's your peace is priority. Peace is priority. That's your priority. And if people are telling you, well, you're being kind of selfish and this, it's about time. It's about time. It's about time you become selfish and you start doing for you. Start putting yourself first. Okay? You were putting everybody else's needs, everybody else's wants ahead of yours. You were pretty much, being the people pleaser, giving everybody what they wanted. That's it. That's it. Now it's time for you. It's your time. Your time to shine. Your time to do what is best for you. Yep. O says they're definitely not happy with your success or when you're doing good, because especially if they're not a part of it. Especially if they're not a part of it. The very superficial, materialistic narcissists, those are the ones that, they left you in the dust and they were trying to tear you down, trying to bring you down, whatever the case may be, because, they found opportunity somewhere else. They found supplies somewhere else. If they're getting their ego stroked somewhere else, they're expecting you to be in pain and suffering and misery and just, self-loathing and self-pity, because that's not going to be long-lived either. They're expecting you to stay stuck, which is why they breadcrumb you in between, especially after a discard, because if this doesn't work, then they can come back and they'll find you where they left you. This is why it's important that you turn the opposite direction. Because now when you become a success, when you're glowing up, when you're doing everything, they're going to look at it and be like, oh, damn.
You've changed your address.
Everything has changed about you. And they cannot be a part of it. They're about image. They're about looking good. If you can make them look good, then it's an opportunity for them. It's an opportunity for them. If you're in the spotlight, if you are, making moves, if you're creating waves and they're not a part of it, they're looking at their supply, they're looking at you, they're looking back at their supply, they're looking back at you, and it's like, yeah, they're going to contemplate on, not even contemplate, they'll probably just end up doing it, discarding the supply that they have and try to get back into your good graces. Why? Because you're making moves. You're blowing up. You're doing things. Listen, I'm pretty sure people from my past, hell, people in my family didn't expect me to even be doing this. They didn't expect me to be doing any of this. Opened up a TikTok in September. Where were we in December?
200,000 likes. Yep.
We're in December. I have a little over 30,000 followers and over 200,000 likes. And so many people who tell me your videos are really helping me. Your videos are really doing something. And it's every minute, it's always a new follower, a new, listen, it's about who you are, what you do, and how you do it. They didn't expect for me to get to this point. They didn't expect for me to, to create these channels and make these waves and talk to people. And really, they didn't expect any of this. What do you think they were expecting me to do? They were expecting me to just be here crying, feeling sorry for myself, not doing anything with my life, being bitter, being jealous, being competitive. This was what they expected me to do. And I ain't giving it to them. I'm not giving it to them. Okay? Now, this person could have been in my life if they had chose to do the right thing. They could have been in my life if they had chose to heal, if they had chose to really turn things around in their life. They could have succeeded with me in life. Maybe, listen, this all happened for a reason. This all happened for a reason. I am here for a reason. But if things were different, if things had changed, both within that person and myself, would I be here right now? Probably not. But for all I know, this was destined to happen. This was written by God. He wanted me to do this because he knew that it would start something, it would spark something, it would create something different. You got a lot of great content makers out there, but at the end of the day, I'm not a cookie cutter content creator. I already said it. Try saying that 10 times fast. I'm not going to, I'm very vulnerable with you guys. I'm very open with you guys. I tell you guys my experiences, what I've gone through, because you can have anyone tell you, okay, well, you went through this, you went through that, you did this, you did that, okay? And they could read on paper what their advice would be for you. Or would you prefer someone who actually went through it and can tell you from her own experience?
Who resonates with them.
I can relate to you guys. I can resonate with you guys because I've been there. I have been there. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm not ashamed to testify to that. I have been there. And look at where I'm at now. If I can do it, guys, and I was one of the most clingy, codependent, didn't think that I would ever make it in life, didn't think I would ever make a name for myself, didn't think I would ever be able to do anything. If this is my calling, this is my life path, then this is the way it's going to be. And I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of the experience because I get to meet you guys. I get to meet some awesome people. I get to sit here and talk with everybody. So was the experience worth it? Yes, it was. It was very well worth it. Yeah, Charisse, because when you're healing and you're cleaning out the clutter in your life, you're removing things, cleanliness is next to godliness, right? So when you're cleaning out that clutter, you're removing things from your life, different people who are no longer serve you, the people, situations who no longer serve you are going to be removed as well. You're starting a new chapter. Each and every one of you are starting new chapters. So with starting these new chapters, what are you going to do? Are you going to bring in people from the old chapters, or are you going to write a fresh new chapter in your life and have different people, new experiences come in? You can't build a new house with the bricks from your old one. Mm-hmm. From the old house that was demolished, you can't do it. It's going to be a faulty foundation, and I'm guaranteeing you there will be a lot of demons running around your basement. Not worth it. Not worth it. That's it, Sergio. You continue doing it. Continue going forward. Forward movement. Okay? Dealing with people like this is like getting on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. So continue to walk, continue to move forward, continue to just focus on you, focus on your life, focus on your abundance, allow God to work in your life, and he's going to direct you wherever you need to go, wherever it is you need to go. Erica, do you notice narcs be on the phone a lot? When you're supposed to be spending time with them, they'll have a full-blown conversation in front of you. Some of them do. Some of them do. I mean, I never really was on the phone like that. But it's that level of, disregard and disrespect. Disregard and disrespect. They will, a lot of the time, if they don't value, like if they really, really, truly do not value you and do not care, especially if it's in front of your face, if it's not in front of that many people, or if it's not in front of people that they find like to be, that their opinions are important, or, the chance of criticism will be high, they probably won't do it in front of that many people, but they may sit there and have full-blown conversations, or they may sit there texting on their phone all the time, or sit there while being on dating sites when,
Yeah, mine did that.
Yours did that? Yeah. She was in front of you.
She had full-blown conversations, video calls. She wouldn't come to bed. She'd be at 3 o'clock in the morning having a full-blown conversation with somebody else. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, oh, you coming to bed? No, she'd fall asleep with the phone. 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's one thing I wouldn't tolerate. I wouldn't tolerate that with anybody. I wouldn't tolerate that with my friends.
Really? I remember that when you were on YouTube in about half hour.
First and foremost,
looking at cake videos.
First and foremost, you be sitting here in this corner.
Don't be lying
with your phone.
Don't lie.
The only person I know who Googles stuff when we're watching movies.
Well, I'm a Virgo. I like to be informed on what I'm watching.
You're a Virgo. You're freaking pain in the butt. No offense to you Virgos. Well, some of you Virgos. Other of you Virgos, I really don't give a shit. But one of my other best friends is a Virgo. So I love you Virgos. I love you good Virgos. All you Virgos who support me and all you Virgos who hit the like button. So if I see the dislike button hit, it was from that Virgo comment. But
nice.
And guys, my birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. It comes on a Wednesday, I think. Wednesday.
Let me check my phone.
It's coming in a couple of weeks. I'll be 39, guys. I'm 1 year to 40.
Yes, a Wednesday.
Another thing I noticed, they do not open up anybody get close to them. Why is that, Erica? They fear intimacy. And the reason they fear intimacy is because they can't sustain it. They don't know how to yes, I am Cherise Capricorn. Moon sign is Libra.
Oh, here she goes with the
Capricorn sun,
nasal chart.
Libra moon, Leo rising.
A nasal chart.
Natal chart. They don't open up because they were stripped of emotions. They were stripped of emotional connection, probably at a very young age. Or listen, it could also be due to the types of relationships they've had and they've decided to close themselves off. Okay, remember what I told you guys. Narcissistic abuse comes from also unhealed victims of abuse. So people who were in your position, people who were victims, who did not do the work, who did not, do anything, they just pretty much project their pain, their trauma, their PTSD, what have you, onto other people. They close themselves off. They can really become extremely guarded, and they will not, because showing emotions means being vulnerable. And vulnerability to a narcissist is a weakness. It's a sign of weakness. And because they don't want you to perceive them as being weak, they don't show emotions. Yeah, let me just see how many was here. Yeah, Davey, I'm gonna be I'll be 39 in a couple of weeks, and then I have a whole year to hit 40 with God's, God willing. And my son is gonna be a full-fledged teenager in a couple of years. My son's gonna be 18 in a couple of years. Well, a few years.
I thought you said, I was like, no.
Well, because he'll be 15 this year coming up, and then before you know it, goes by like that. I'm gonna have an 18-year-old on my hand. Heather, my birthday is January 5th. It's the 5th of January. And I remember you're a Libra, right, Heather? Look at your natal charts, guys.
Nasal.
It's called a natal chart, not a nasal chart. Look at your natal charts and check out your signs. Okay, you have your sun sign. You have it gives you the chart of all of the planets and what sign that planet is in. So like my Venus is in Capricorn, that's
a lot of work.
Which is probably why I'm very strict.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, and she calls it a nasal. It's a natal chart, but definitely check out your natal chart, guys, and you'll see what other signs make up your, your birth chart. Ty. I told Amanda not to start her stuff.
Yeah, I was.
She was behaving today. Mm-hmm. She was behaving today. Okay. Will y'all believe me if I say I had that gut feeling when I first met the narcissist in my stomach? Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Because your intuition was trying to tell you something. But, you know, often we kind of push it. You know, maybe I'm just overthinking things. Maybe I'm just, you know, conjuring things up in my head. You know, maybe it's just me. It's me. It's me. It's my trust issues. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Let me just relax and not try to overdo it. And what happens when your gut is telling you something, you know, listen, don't react, but definitely listen to it. Try to figure out why it's pushing you. Allie, my son's a Pisces. My son's a Pisces. My sister's a Pisces. My brother and his oldest daughter is a Pisces.
Water signs.
They're all water signs. I had Sean on my niece's birthday. So my son and my niece have this. They share the same birthday, which is March 4th.
Really? Wow.
I have a lot.
Wow.
I have a lot going on. Okay. I have a lot going on, guys.
She birthed them. Doesn't even know when his birthday.
Heather is a September Libra. I find September Libras to be cool. October Libras are cool too, but yeah, guys, it depends on the month they're born too, because they have. Yes, I am, Davey. I am a Capricorn. Can't you tell?
Mm.
You can't tell. I'm the cardinal sign. I have that. Well, Capricorn is known to be the father of the zodiac. And if you notice, Capricorn starts and ends the year.
Yeah, I know.
My brother's a Capricorn too. And see, Capricorns are, well, that's in Western astrology. Vedic astrology, which is the more accurate astrology. I'm a Sagittarius. My sun is a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius sun sign. My moon sign is Virgo. And my rising is, I think, Aries.
You know what I don't understand? Yeah. How do you know all this, but you can't remember to check your damn emails?
Because I've done this stuff a long time ago. I think it's my time. I think it's time for me to go. I got to take off these lashes. Because, mira.
She knows when this nasal chart from 1874.
I'm sorry, guys.
And Jupiter.
I may look crazy right
Uranus,
now. I just took off my lashes.
But she don't know when to check her emails and take her vitamins. But she could tell you when Nostradamus was born. And
oh my gosh. My eyes. But guys, I love you all. Yes, I did take off my lashes before anybody says anything, because it's that time. I ripped off my lashes. I had to. Oh my gosh. So guys, I thank you all so very much for being here with me tonight. I love interacting with you all. I love being here with you. You guys really make my day, my weekend. I know I look crazy right now. Like, why do I look like that? Maybe I should try to put them back on.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Maybe?
No. You said I don't need to act crazy today. Look what you're doing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
They know me.
Stop it.
I have no shame in my game. You guys know I love you. You guys all know I love you. You guys all know that I always try to, you know, if I could put a smile on your face, that would mean the world to me. It really would. My eyes are getting dry and crusty, and I gotta wash this makeup off my face. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for joining. Anyone who is new, thank you for being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe. For those who sent the donations, thank you so much, guys. You're truly appreciated. You really, really are. My eyes are like, I'm done. I gotta wash this makeup off. It's killing me. Guys, I hope you all have a great, beautiful, wonderful weekend. I look like I have no eyelashes. I do. I look like I have no eyelashes. And I think I just ripped out the very last few that I had left.
For you guys that don't have TikTok, if you want, she has a TikTok account. She goes live on TikTok on Thursdays at 8 o'clock. I'm going to try to put her TikTok account.
I go live Thursdays on TikTok, guys. It's at Narc Survival.
She can remember that.
Every Thursday, 8 o'clock, I go live there on TikTok, and then I come here on Fridays. So if you guys, please, yeah, definitely. And TikTok is a cool place. Like, they have really funny videos too. So if you're feeling kind of like down and out, even if you're going through a trigger moment, or if you're, having a form of anxiety or depression, whatever the case may be, they got some really funny videos on there. So definitely check it out, guys. If you don't have one, definitely check it out. You're welcome. Thank you, Davey. Thank you for making this a very entertaining, but I'm still serious about the services, just in case, so you know. I'm just saying. I can help people out, okay? But
we'll include your nasal chart along with it too.
But yeah, definitely check me out there, guys. Okay, follow me. Let me know that you follow so I can follow back, okay? And what else? I'm gonna rinse this stuff out off of my face because my eyes are like, they're killing me right now. But thank you again, guys, so much for being here tonight. Thank you for showing your love. Thank you for showing your support. Please hit the like button on your way out. And like I said, anyone who's new, thank you for joining. Check out all of the other lives that I have listed on the channel as well. Hopefully you can get through some of the through the different videos, and they can help you with whatever your situation is. And what else? Again, thank you guys who donated, who sent me the donations. I really, truly appreciate it. Blessings to you all. Love you all, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you guys already know. You guys already know. Love, blessings, peace, happiness, God's protection, all that good stuff. Stay narcissist free. Peace is priority. All of that good stuff. I will see you guys back here next week. And hopefully I'll get to see you guys on TikTok, because there are a lot of people on there who ask a lot of questions, who need some help. And Amanda Bear needs a little help with helping them out. So if you can do it, guys, please join me on TikTok on Thursday, okay? And until then, guys, I'm not saying you can't do your job. I'm just saying there's a lot of people. You might need a little bit of help. That's all. Alrighty, guys. And I'm completely blessed to have all of you here.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
You see how rude she's being, guys?
You've been repeating yourself for the last minute.
Because they need to know how I feel deep down inside, okay? It's an emotional experience for me. I love them. They're my friends.
You still haven't eaten. Let's go.
Good night, guys. I will see you next week. Love, peace, and chicken grease. All right? Love you guys. Bye.